Hello students, welcome to online teaching. We are discussing chapter 5th, minerals and energy resources. This is module 7th. In 6th, we discuss about the conventional sources of energy, which includes coal, petroleum. We have discussed coal, petroleum, natural gases and electricity. Now we will discuss non-conventional sources of energy. Non-conventional. We have discussed non-conventional energy resources. We have discussed earlier that they are the resources that do not pollute the environment. They are eco-friendly and they are very helpful to save humanity, to save earth. Okay. Now, you know that maximum of our population dependent on what? The cow dung and firewood. Cow dung and firewood in the form of fuels. Due to this, a lot of energy, a lot of resources and a lot of pollution is created. And especially in India, if we go on using these firewood as a source of fuel, then we will decrease the number of plants, which will create problem. So we are searching for these alternates, and in our country we are having sufficient amount of solar energy, sufficient amount of wind and biomass. Now first we will be discussing that will be of atomic or nuclear energy. Atomic or nuclear energy. You have read in science that atoms that are made from the electron and proton, the smallest unit, and even you have also heard about that in Hiroshima and Nagasaki atomic bombing was done, and in that atoms, when they were thrown, when they were grounded on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, a lot of energy dust come out. So what we are utilizing that energy in a different way. So what is when the electrons and protons collide? When the electrons and protons collide, then heat energy comes. Heat energy, and that energy is used for electricity. So what is there? When in a specific area or in a field, electron and neutrons they collide, then these collision is converted into electrical energy, used for electrical energy, because we know that a lot of heat is coming, heat is bursting out, and nuclear fusion process is there, that is utilized for this electricity. And thorium and uranium, they are used as a fuel in that. And in our country, Jharkhand and Rajasthan and even Kerala, monazite sand, that is also in Kerala, monazite sand is used. Sand, monazite sand, that is having the quantity of thorium, and we are having maximum amount of this thorium in our country. So atomic or nuclear energy is there. When these atoms they split, they collide, then they form the electricity, which is very helpful. We are not having enough amount of this atomic power plants, they are very less, but even then we are moving towards this development. Okay. Now next thing, that is about the solar energy. Solar energy, I think you are aware, the sun radiations that came on the earth, and that energy is used into the form of electricity and other things. So second is solar energy. You know that in our country enough spaces are there, coastal boundaries are there, desert areas are there, where a lot of solar energy is available. So what do you mean by that? Because with the help of this solar energy, we can reduce the dependence of cow dung and firewood, especially in the remote and the rural areas where technology and resources are not able to reach. So what is there? So in solar energy, what is there? The solar radiations are converted. The solar radiations are converted into electrical energy. So how it is converted? Electrical energy are converted into electrical energy. The photovoltaic plates are used for this. Photovoltaic plates are used, and they are made up of silicon. So what is there in this solar energy? When the sun radiations falling on these photovoltaic plates, this convert into this electrical energy, and this energy is used for our domestic and for other purposes. Okay, so what is there? You can see in our homes, especially in the desert areas, in the coastal areas, we are diverting to this solar energy. Even in our homes, we can see that these panels, they have been implemented, they have been planted, so that we may get sufficient amount of the energy, and we can reduce on fossil fuels. We can reduce our dependence on these fossil fuels, because if solar energy is available in plenty and it is a renewable source of energy and it can be converted very easily, so it is the best option. It is the best option that will reduce pollution, that will not affect the environment, and it is totally eco-friendly. That will help. And you can see that in Rajasthan, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu and Odisha, these sufficient areas are there, and even to the part of Haryana and Punjab where open areas surfaces are there, it is very easy, and that is used for this conversion. And what will be the impact? That we will not use that you may say cow dung and these firewood, and that will increase our agricultural production. Okay. Third thing that we will be discussing, that is wind energy. So what is there in this wind energy? That what will be in this? The wind energy or high windmills. Windmills are planted on the coastal and desert areas. On the coastal and desert areas. That will help. Now you can see that in coastal areas where open surfaces are there, and these windmills, what will be there when they will rotate? When they will rotate, what will happen? That these turbines, when they will be moving like that, what will be there? That will convert energy. This energy, as they will move, as they will rotate, then this energy will be converted into electrical energy. That will help. These turbines, as they will be moving, that will help a lot. And this you can see in Tamil Nadu region, again in Rajasthan, Gujarat, and even the part of Kerala, Maharashtra. These wind energy is easily available, and it is used for electrical as well as for other purposes. Even solar energy is used for pasteurization of milk, because how it is done, that at 62-degree temperature the milk is boiled, and in those the harmful chemicals or bacteria that died, and the milk is safe. So that is done. Okay. And these things that we are discussing, these are the non-conventional sources of energy that will help a lot to reduce the pollution, to reduce the dependence on this our fossil fuels. Now next is biomass. You know that is also known as gobar gas. What is there in this, especially in our country? We are having maximum number of cattle, and this cow dung can be used for this biomass. What is there? A pit is made. एक गड्ढा बनाया जाता है. On in those the cow dung, the waste material of the plants and other things that are thrown in this. And what will be there? The temperature. That temperature will start to decompose, and that can be used. That can be used for domestic purposes. That can be used for domestic purposes in the form of LPG and electricity. How it will help? Now you see that pit is made, and that pit is, you may say, covered, and water and this waste will start to decompose, and in this LPG, methane gas will be there, that will make the LPG, and that pressure, that energy, that will convert electricity, especially for running a fan or a tube light. That will help. It is very, you may say, very common, very important, especially in the remote or rural area where a lot of cattle are there, where a lot of waste material is found. That is very helpful. Okay, so these are the known conventional sources of energy that will help India, especially India, to reduce the dependence on these fossil fuels. Biomass, solar energy, nuclear energy, atomic energy, they are the best alternate for this.